Hey everybody, this is Kiki from Niar Designs. I pray you're all doing well and are doing something that makes you happy. Yesterday I did, I did a flip through of the other journal that I had using Betsy at Mutual Creations, the Bohemian Journal. And I kind of showed this journal. I was telling you that when I was in the hospital, I had the little tissue boxes and I made both journals out of the tissue box. So, and in that video, I had mentioned that I would do a flip through on this one too, to show you what I did, the difference between them. But before we begin, of course, we need to get into our God's gift box. There we go. My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Yes. 2 Corinthians 12:9. God, help me to be aware of my limitations and to be willing and ready to ask for your help. Yep. Do that almost daily. All the time. Okay. Before we begin, I do want to ask you guys a favor, please. Yesterday, I was telling you that it took four, I had to record that video 4 different times. And one of my lovely subscribers had told me that the video was like smaller. So I don't know. Lisa, thank you so much for telling me. Really, if that happens to you, to any of you, please, please, please let me know. You're not hurting my feelings. I really want to know, because this way I can try to figure out what it is that I'm doing wrong, because clearly it's user error. No surprise there, right? But yeah, please let me know if that's the case, so I can try to figure out what it is that I'm doing wrong. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I had said yesterday that the other journal had I made 3 signatures. This one I did 2. This one is also a hidden spine, where the other one was it's still a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but it's a hidden spine, as the other one was. I just sewed right through the spine itself. And this is an earring and some little, this was actually it was on something else from a gift from Angela at Angela Jones Creates, and I just loved it, and it fit the colors so nicely that I used it on this journal. So let's get in. This is just something that I made. It's like a t-shirt material, but the color matched so nicely, and I just put some gold beads on the ends. This is I did I can't remember what paper I used, but this is a die cut anyway. I just don't remember what paper I used, as is this. This is from a book, but I just love the colors. And I did put acetate on this, but the colors in the bird just, I don't know, it just added to it in my eye. Also, with this journal, I used a lot of the papers that we had made together. For instance, this one. This is, I used that, those thin brown napkins that you get at like restaurants and stuff. So I used that with watercolor, and then I put it, I glued it with my with my Clear Elmer's glue on some book page, and then for Saving Stamp September for How Do You Do Art, we did stamping with different things. I used some paint and also some ink with just different things that you can find around the house. Anyway, that's what this paper is. And a lot of these papers we did together. This is the one where I did 3 different types of papers. I used the vintage sewing paper and like a green, like a sage green acrylic paint, and then some watercolor. This is just some papers that I had, coffee dyed paper that I stenciled. This leaf is actually a stamp, and then I cut the stamp out. And this is just another paper that was in one of my doctor forms. I just like the squares. And I just did a little tuck spot for a journaling spot. This is a paper that I bought at Sharyl, excuse me, from the Whole Bucket, has live sales every other Tuesday. And this particular paper, I don't have a gel plate, so I love the gel plate. And Darcy from I'm going to say it wrong. Darcy, I'm so sorry, but I'll put her link in the description. Misadventures with Mixed Media. Again, link will be in the description, as well as Sheryl's from the Whole Bucket. But anyway, she does beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gel paint. And this is one of her papers that I was lucky enough to get. I bought a few. And I just like the colors together. I thought it was really pretty, this green. So she did it on this, like with a bunch of numbers. And then I just made a journaling card with a little paper clip on top just to hold it in place. This is some notebook paper that was really large. And I just copy dyed it and then stenciled it. This is from a gardening magazine, and then this was from DJ at Hither and Yon Studios. This was left over, and I made it into a little pocket, and this I got from a book, and I just backed it with some ink dyed paper. But I thought, how cute is that to use for like a little pocket or tuck spot, whatever you want to call it. This also was from that same kit, but I like the colors together. It's so pretty, isn't that? Oh my gosh, imagine that out your window. Lovely. These papers, again, these are the papers that we made. This is a paper that I want to say it was, I think it was also the vintage sewing pattern paper that we did like a stenciling thing on. And so you can, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a shape of a butterfly there. And then I just glued it on this tag with, you know already, my Clear Elmer's glue that I use for like tissue paper and napkins and stuff, anything thin. And here's part of that notebook. I just stamped on it. Here's that Darcy's paper again. Another bird from DJ. I just stamped that, or stenciled that actually. And this is a little pocket that I made with some leftover paper. And the bird is from a bird book that I had. And I just did a stencil on that. And this is more of that paper that we did together. I just dry brushed some gold on that And this was actually a tag, and this is how it was. So I just put some book page on that and other paper that I had left over from DJ's kit, and a die cut butterfly with some trim that Lisa had very generously given to me. This is that same paper that we made. Like I said, we made like 3 or 4 of these papers. Another die cut, more of that paper. This is just a little tag that I made out of a picture from that book, the gardening book that I have. More of that notebook paper. This is an envelope. So that's a little pocket. Again, this is from that same gardening book. It's made little tags and things. This we made together a long time ago. And this is vintage. It came from, I don't remember the name of the magazine, but I believe that this one is from the 30s. It's either the 30s or the 40s, the magazine that I got this from, but I thought it was such a pretty picture. This again, I just made a pocket out of one of the photos from that gardening magazine. And this I just put some inked paper. This is from that bird book again. Here's more of that paper that I have. And I just used a stencil for that. But I love these boxes. I don't know what it is with this paper, but it looks so pretty when it's coffee dyed. Again, just a bird that I used on this. It just fit to me. And look at that. Isn't that like, I don't know. I love people that do this. You get such great ideas in those gardening magazines. So pretty. And this is from that same magazine. I just took pieces of an advertisement and just made little journaling cards and like a ticket. This is from an old pair of pants or a suit or something. This it was literally just a little piece of scrap paper from the painted papers that we made together. I just made it into a belly band, and then these were stamps, and then I just cut around them to put on here. This is from that book, that same book that I showed you before. So is this. Here's that other part of the envelope, and then another journaling card that I made out of one of the pictures in that same book. And here's another tag. Look at that. Oh, I love flowers. I love, love, love flowers. I miss growing them so, so much. This one was on, as you can tell, I used music paper. And that's what I glued that paper that we made, that tissue paper. And you can see that music paper. I think it's so pretty in the background to see that music paper. Or stamping on that notebook paper. And then another tag. This one I just ripped just to make like a funky kind of pocket. And then because I like the colors together, I just made this one into a tag to put in that pocket. But isn't that, I love that. I have to do that more because I really like the look of that. And with this one, as you've noticed, because these papers are my papers, it's not like a digital that I've used, you can tell that some of the papers are shorter than the rest. Some are taller. I use smaller pieces of paper. I like that in a junk journal to have different sizes of papers. For me, it makes it more interesting. Uh, I I don't know. I just like that. I mean, as much as I love this little journal, I would have liked, I think, three signatures instead of two. I think this came out. There's just too much here, between the two signatures. I think it would have been nicer with the three, like the other one that I made. But I mean, I don't get me wrong. I love this journal. It's just that I wish I would have put three signatures in. That's my only thing. But see, I did the same thing, three hole pamphlet stitch again because it's a small journal. The my planner journal, our journey journal, as we guys like to call it, I do five hole pamphlet stitch, not the three. But this one, because it's a shorter journal, and this one is a little bit bigger than the one that I showed you yesterday. Let's see. This one is 4 inches, which is 10 centimeters by, let me see if I can get this, 15, no, a little less than 15 centimeters, which is 5 3/4 inches in height, but it's a little bit wider. I believe yesterday when I said it was like 3 3/4 inches wide, so it's just a little bit wider. But I just cut it in a different size. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you think. I know that some of you that have commented said that you have made maybe not journals, but different things out of, you use tissue boxes. I know Lisa has actually given me something, and let me show you that before I let you go. Hang on just one second. Okay, really quick. This is what Lisa made. So this is something else that you can do with a tissue box. Look what a great idea this is. She's so talented. Um, Look at that. And this also flips over. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just lovely? And these colors. Come on. So talented. Just flip ups and flip overs and little pockets and just uh, so talented. You guys, I learned so much from you. Little pockets from the envelope, just all these little, here's another envelope. I don't want to untie it. I did in the flip through that I did, but just little belly bands and little, look at this with little playing cards. Just such, anyway, I just wanted to show you something else that you can do if you are planning to do something. Obviously, this is a larger tissue box where, as you can tell, this is quite small. So something else. I want to try something like this with a larger tissue box. I'm working on something. It's not going to be this good. I'm not this talented because she did such a great job. This is a pen. Look how cute. Come on. This is so cute. Anyway, all right, you guys, I won't keep you any longer. This is a longer video because I wanted to say a few things. Definitely let me know. Please let me know if this or any other video from now on comes out a little wonky. I'm trying to figure it out. That's all I can say. So, anyway, with that, I will say goodbye. I will wish you all an extremely blessed rest of your night, day, or morning, wherever you are in this world. God bless you. I love you guys so, so much. And I will see you soon. Bye, guys.